First, I'd like to begin this COVID-19 briefing to talk a little bit about some of the violence that we saw yesterday in the city of Richmond. First, let me say that the violence that occurred in our city yesterday is not only a tragedy, but also is unacceptable. I really don't care that all of our violent crime statistics are down for the year. And I know the families of these young victims don't care either. A young life has been lost. And 2 innocent children, one 3 years old, another 6 years old, who were doing what 3 and 6 years old kids do, are now gunshot victims. You know, the hardest thing about this job at times can be getting the call, getting the text message from those over at RPD about another life that's lost in the city. And what is the hardest part of that is when we know it is a child, a teenager. As the chief said earlier today, if this doesn't bother you, it's time to get your heart checked. Anytime we lose a life in a city, it hurts. But it hurts even more when it's a young person. We all know it needs to stop. We all want it to stop. And it's going to take everyone working together alongside those at the Richmond Police Department to ensure it stops. This is a community project just like everything else we do. We have to do it together. We know this is an unprecedented time. There's been a lot of movement to change the way we do things in this country, do things in the city, and we all know that a lot of that change is long overdue. But it's also time for us to come together as a community that we always have been, one Richmond, residents, organizers, administration, council, faith leaders, the police, to take a stand against something we can agree on, and that is stopping the violence in our city. So I urge anyone with information about any of these crimes to call Crime Stoppers at 780-1000 and work with the police department to help bring those responsible to justice. Let's make sure our priorities are where they rightfully belong, and it's public health and public safety of our children. Now,